Hi, my name is Joshan Lee. I proudly present to you my design of this vocabulary app called Vocab Ninja. Vocab Ninja allows users to learn new vocabulary and to practice in conversations. After a few user interviews, I've created this user persona for Vocab Ninja. Jung is a 34 years old B2B sales manager based in Seoul, South Korea. He learns foreign languages for work purposes because he needs to communicate with foreign stakeholders all the time. John needs to find a way to practice vocabulary in daily conversations, and he also needs to learn to use the language in the most natural way like native speakers would. My hypothesis is that by creating an app like this, where users can learn to apply different vocabulary in different scenarios, it will help improve John's learning process that fulfill his practicing needs whenever he wants and wherever he is. John faces a few challenges during his learning. First of all, he has limited time to study because of his tight work schedule. He also finds it hard to understand native speakers in some occasions, which he believes is due to lack of practice. Sometimes he gets frustrated when he knows the words but doesn't know how to converse. A quote by John is that learning by watching TV helps because you learn the most natural way native speakers would use the language. This is my very early stage of the low fidelity prototype. At app launch, this is the welcome page that will show. After, there will be an onboarding tour. After the onboarding tour, login and sign up will be prompted. The user can choose to take the tour or simply skip the tour by clicking the close button on the top. At login and sign up prompt, user can also choose to do it later. User can choose to sign up with Facebook, Google, or email. After sign up, user will be asked to create an account. And when sign up stage is done, user can simply click the Go button to go to the home screen. And when a user clicks on New Lesson, the app will ask the user to choose a language. Please note that annotations on screen will only be shown for the first app launch. After the language is selected, user will be taken to the topic list. Every time a user clicks on a topic, there will be a preview of the topic. User can simply start the lesson by clicking the Start button or click the Back button to go back to the topic list, or simply close the preview. This is the lesson format. On top of here, we have a Home button and a Profile button. User can also click on the pencil icon to add the word to the note. To listen to the pronunciation, simply click this audio button. This is the progress bar. After 5 words, a review will be prompted. When the user holds down the hint button, the hint will show. This is the very first word of the very first lesson, and this is the first review after the first 5 words. And we have a scenario of a correct answer here, and the scenario of a wrong answer here. When the review is done, user can simply click the next button to learn the next 5 words. And when the first whole deck of the words are completed, users are given all these options to choose from. Pardon the storm. And when the user clicks on the profile icon, this is the profile page with the personal dashboard here. And when the setting button is being clicked, this is the setting page. Please note that this is the very early stage of my prototype, and there will be a lot of improvements to be done. I've done a few usability tests as well. It is to test if the direct tasks are able to be carried out smoothly and if the basic features of the app can be easily navigated. The direct tasks include the first time user completes sign up, starts a new lesson, completes the first interview, checks the dashboard, and changes font size in settings. Here are a few improvements that I've done. On the sign up and login prompt, if you notice that this X button next to the do it later, it seems to be a bit confusing for many users, and hence I removed the do it later X button and make do it later a button instead. At sign up page, I've also added wording on the sign up button. It is just for better communication with the user. On home screen, users seem to be a bit confusing with the Users seems to be confused with the feature and functionality of each icons, and hence I redesigned the whole home screen. I made all the features into bigger buttons with clear wordings. And this is when Where Was I was clicked. Here's the back button, and this is the hamburger icon. And every time when the user click on one of the lessons that has been done previously, the user will be taken back to this page of the lesson. I designed this page because one of the users asked if he can go back to this page anytime later. On the lesson page, I've added the next wording to the next button. And also, I've added the learning goal to the progress bar because the old progress bar seemed to be confusing to the user as well. Also, the plus sign has replaced the pencil sign. And this is the most exciting part. I've replaced the profile icon with the hamburger icon. On the review page, a skip button is being added so that the user will be able to skip the review or continue with the review. And I've also added the write feature for Android devices. This is the old profile page, and this is the old setting page. Now, when clicking on the hamburger icon, this page will show. There's a back button here, and profile page will be here, and settings will also be in here. Once the setting is being clicked, this will be the setting page with a back button and a home icon. Please note that this is a very early stage. The next step will be to create a higher fidelity of the prototype, and I will run a second round of usability tests. I expect a lot of improvements to be done and further usability testing to be carried out before finalizing the prototype. What I learned from this process is that competitors analysis is very important to help us get an idea of the design and the target market itself. Also, information architecture is there to help us organize and help us plan our project. Wireframe and prototype are very important to help us visualize our idea. Lastly, usability testing is very crucial for the whole user experience design because it helps us to improve and to create an app that will help target users to solve their problems and to suit their needs. Thank you.